Okay, so new stream with Masamune Shirow. Let's see. So is this like third chapter, part 3? Okay, so okay, yeah, and here I bring some new images to break down from a request from my subscriber. So I think it's good reason to go back to Masamune Shirow, talk more. So let's look this picture here. This one of typical bird view I described before. So drawing environments or illustration, any kind of visual stuff. If you make it like a realistic space, it's not like everything end up about being 3D in a space. It's only one aspect of it. Because we're working with two-dimensional form, we should consider also two-dimensional aspect, not only three-dimensional. So, and masters like Masamune Shirow, Tsutomu Nihei, and Katsuhiro Atoma, they're like perfect example of it, because big parts of their work lies in a two-dimensional area, kind of. So when you think it's like a lot of perspectives there, no, there is a very like basic essential perspective, but actual effect comes from combination of these principles with a complex design of like, let's say, design of shapes. And these shapes, they should be also organized as two-dimensional. So it's like if you imagine you forget for a moment, like you're looking at a three-dimensional image. You imagine it's flat patterns on a paper, right, or on a screen. So you make sure these flat patterns have interesting design with kind of dynamical stuff. So it's same like abstract painting, right? So it's just interesting swooshes and rhythms and transitions, change of proportions. It should be just interesting as it is in a two-dimensional form. So, and when I talking about building perspective and making composition, all is like different aspects, different ingredients. It's similar to like playing on a guitar and singing. So there's like many several aspects which is like not work in the same, they don't follow same rules, but they intersect. So like how to play guitar is like one thing, how to sing is the other thing, and then you intersect them, you interconnect them, and then you happen this harmonic sounding song where is words and music, guitar like instrument playing and vocal singing, they're like harmoniously match. Same we should do with artwork. You cannot ignore two-dimensional design. You cannot ignore abstract design, because if you will ignore it, you will just draw kind of boring drafts. There will be no any kind of emotional and like dramatic, or you know, like individual aspect. It will be no reflection of artist view or stuff like that. It will be just demonstration of your skill, or kind of like only like for work purpose draft, which is doesn't have any artistic uh, aspects in it, you know. So, and completing with mentions this thing, which is like I repeat again and again. Now I will show this kind of different aspects and how we connect them together. So for three-dimensional space, this axis is important, right? So it's 3 dimensions itself. So it's like y, z, x. So we look in and we look in where is this 3 dimensions, where is this 3 axis. So, and we can see y-axis, which stands for vertical. It's definitely tapering here, right? Because it's like 3 vanishing point perspective, like down shot, bird view. So, and I look in to indicate extent of this convergence. Say center line over here. And then looking here, we have horizon line, and this horizon line actually slanted. So here it goes this way, here it goes this way, and I'm not sure if it's like Masamune draws this way, or it's some problem with the scanning, because we have this seam here on the middle, and maybe it's distorted picture, or maybe it's been drawn on 2 different papers. So anyway, I would definitely, it's obvious, it's horizon line here going this way on this half, and here is slanted, or it was intended like this. Like, don't have like 100% clear answer for that, you know. Then we have remained 2 other axes, so we can look, study other buildings. So with the 2 other axes, problem is because every building here is rotated. It's not just one box, it's a bunch of boxes. So vanishing points travel all around horizon line. So practically speaking, it's more than 2 axes. We have like multiply x and z for each box. And sometimes they have mutual axes. So if they're like these 2 buildings here, if this like these 2 buildings here, they're parallel to each other, right? So this x-axis parallel to this building x-axis, and this z-axis, it's the same for these both buildings. And you can kind of look which one parallel to each other, stuff like that. But also for like just basic ground, you can use one building as example to drop some this z and x lines. So let's see. Yeah, maybe I will do these 2 buildings. So it will be like vanishing point here, this like X vanishing point. And Z will be somewhere here. So here is first important thing is like you can draw this perspective grids, or you can just see them in your vision, like Kim Jong-il often does. He just see grid and draw without sketching grids. But they're essential because it's established space. And then what I talk about two-dimensional aspect is like you're looking what is the overall arrangement of elements of these boxes and surfaces, just how they arranged. For example, so definitely here we can see main element is this rivers, canals, and then we see this kind of skyline, right, for yes, buildings, and this kind of hard part here, it's you see how he designed these groups. So we have this kind of bunch, of skyscraper, like this group here. And we have here. And we can say like, okay, here this like, you start to subdivide them. It's like many way how you organize this stuff, like many rules. It's like another long story, but just show you principle, how it works. You can read this like framed ink or something about composition. So what also want to mention is like also tell before in this like horizon line far away, this like far plane, there is no more perspective. No, it's not perspective here, it's just pure abstraction. You see, like even the way he draw it is just like marks, shapes, this kind of abstract lines. Because like farther it go, less less kind of visible convergence there. So closest to us we have the strongest perspective, like we have these twisted shapes of box and all this stuff. And farther it go, more flat perspective became, so less this like you don't need actually like start from here. You don't need to follow perspective. You more important is just to control this design and make sure it doesn't break overall perspective, so it doesn't look like it's off perspective. So, but you don't need to kind of make there like much access. You just think about two-dimensional design. So yeah, and here all these towers, they follow in this Y grid. So again, so you see, like when we have also we have this space with perspective grids. Now it gives us sense of ground and how this flat shape leaning on this ground. We see like this, like a river side, right? Like this curved line. So can just emphasize it here. There's breaches. And there's some building overlapping it. And you can do like vanishing point for every direction of every this line, but you know, it will be too mundane kind of to take it so much time that you will forget why you start. So for me it's always because in my channel I'm talking about like artistic drawing of environment, so it's also important is to organize drawing process in a balanced way, so it will be doable kind of without like we don't want to throw away our creative aspect of work, because make it 100% accurate is not goal. So this is seashore, right? So also show, for example, yeah, I follow this vertical axis here, and kind of following this axis, I just draw this. I forget about flying sync. Anyway, flying sync is another story too. It's just like it's look like a beam here. So again, it will follow like some vanishing point, which is actually like below horizon line here. So, and it's like if you look Scott Robertson how to draw, it's like about middle section here in the center, and then like another middle section, another axis. And he kind of, from my point of view, Masamune Shirow, he best at these things. He best in designing vehicles, all the stuff. And I think he give his environments for assistants to draw. Later we'll show where is a obvious kind of, it's very, looks like it's assistant job. Well, anyways, this kind of flying beam and this stuff. So finishing here. And can put, I just don't want to spend much time for drawing everything too precise, so I just show you process, and if you have more time, just can sit and do it neatly if you want this kind of practice. And here you see interesting thing. This building, I was always look at it, I think so weird, because this building is just two vertical lines, like zero perspective. It's just flat standing building. And again, I think it's because scan. So here, because this building is right in the middle, we have like middle of a spread. So I think it's been some kind of Photoshop trying to connect two pages together, and they connected in a way that this building look out of perspective. So no matter what is the reason here, but it's just demonstration of how all these images in the internet or any kind of materials you can find, they can have some errors. It may confuse you, but if you practice kind of enough with essentials, you will spot them. So don't rely on other artist works as a perfect example. It always have some errors. Sometimes it's because kind of certain amount of sloppiness or looseness, and sometimes like here maybe it's Photoshop kind of this, like here you see definitely it were some other building here, but it's been cropped and glued, little weird. So this building should be like at least some conversions there. And in such manner, you just playing around, try to make some interesting patterns, interesting rhythms, and like from time to time you off your 3D perspective of this, and you just look how is it looks as 2D shape, as 2D design, just like if you were drawing this kind of stuff, you know, just bunch of lines without any space. So I have similar tutorials already on the channel where I draw very detailed this kind of view. You can look here just very quick. just want to show some more. So yeah, and you see like this one. Sometimes to make this different patterns, he just put more details like this, a lot of windows here. And here's less windows, so it's different pattern. So we have this like less busy area and more busy, noisy area. Here also he makes this cast shadow, which is also works as a 2D composition. Just make this variety of shapes, so it will be not just noise of similar elements. Sometimes we put some more bright areas, sometimes it's dark area. So what I want to explain is this this arrangement of patterns. This is big deal here in Masamune Shirow works. It's not much about drawing boxes in perspective. For his level artist is something very basic. More important is how you play with all this. And we watching this artist and we learn how they do that, what elements kind of they have in their compositions, what kind of patterns they make, and we can copy these patterns from them. So, and you see, like, more farther it go, more abstract it became. So like, I'll show you here. And same work with any landscape actually. Like I have tutorial how to draw nature, and there I give a demonstration with the nature, like trees, rocks, work same principles. Like close to us, you draw them, look like something real, and more farther it just became like icons, and on the forest plan it doesn't look like anything anymore. It just became like abstract, kind of abstract patterns, organized noise, this kind of stuff, you see. It's important to see it this way, because otherwise you will kill it. If you will try to draw this kind of boxes here, I will not feel like it's perspective. You will kill depth. So it's essential to make less and less clarity and less like a perspective convergence. So here I make it darker, because there is actually so here you see he makes this kind of gradient from light on going from light here, he going to black completely black and then behind here. And this is composition principle. Transition. It's transition creates this dynamic feeling, this movement. This might be transition like a direction. It's like go one direction, change to other direction. Transition like H, width, or tone like here. So he just make it like also not very like he break this a little bit with this dark spot here, so it also will not look too technical. So this gradient, this transition look more like interesting way, not so technical and direct when we go like just straightforward from light to dark, kind of boring. No, he kind of make it little like hectic, little disorganized, but it's definitely concept of transition, and it's like a composition tool which he give us, and we can learn it from him, apply it in our work. Yeah, etc. So same, you see building here, very strong perspective. Some other buildings. And here again, like I said, just abstraction. And I teach myself long time to do this, because like hard to resist to draw everything detailed, and like you want to really draw buildings very far away, but then you realize you spend a lot of effort and make it worse. So you can actually make it faster and easier way, and it will look better. So, you know, it's this kind of perfect example of a smart uh, instead of hard work. So you need to see how we can trick people with the illusion of details. So, and this looks like it's a lot of building, but it's not building, it's just some kind of abstract mess. Malevich stuff. Roads here, whatever. Also, sometimes you can also try do such studies when you think how to make it properly, how it's technically work, but you push yourself to be a little like easy drawing. Don't too careful with this. Just make it like very lousy sketch, just to push little yourself um, from this restraint when you try to like very carefully, slowly draw lines. Also, it also might be like bad habits and um, kind of like a trap you stuck in, and you just don't know any other way to draw. So we need to get out from this and push little yourself to go to draw little other way, little faster. You can make a timer, like you draw this picture in a 10-minute or 20 minutes, stuff like this. If you're not finished, okay, start again or make other picture. Okay, so that's how this works. Let's go to next. So this another interesting example, and here what I kind of I think it's just my idea here. It's like it's actually I think it's drawn different people drawn this picture, because this one on the left is being like very complex perspective here, and this background here it's absolutely not attached to this perspective. It's the other perspective. And same here, I see you have this one in the perspective, and it's a very cool drawing here. And these buildings, they actually like they have different horizon line. So I think it's like assistant draws this part here. He just Masamune just give him and say, okay, you draw this like city far away view, because here we have this similar drawing, like a very complex construction and perspective and no background. So here just they didn't draw it. So what I mean, I will show you. So this kind of shape, dimensional shape, overall thing. And what we see here, we see this direction goes this way. So here is almost flat, almost no angle here. So it means horizon line is around here. So it should be here, horizon line for this thing. And we have this one, so like vanishing point somewhere here, kind of. And there, this fence. Maybe closer, maybe this horizon, yeah, this vanishing point. So then we have this stuff here. So horizon line, vanishing point for the sink. So this kind of ellipse for this elliptical part here. So we see it's kind of also level of ellipse is also indicate how far it's from horizon line. Like if we have like if we have this horizon line here, ellipse will be like a flat, just line here on the horizon. Going lower, it will start to open, so it will be very narrow, then it's like a little more. So in here, and if we look just down, like right down, it will be circle, right? So it's kind of, we have this kind of way we can see how far ellipse from horizon line by level of its like minor axis, how much minor ratio, like how much length of minor axis is similar to length of this major axis. So here major axis is very long and minor axis very narrow, because very close to horizon line. So we have this one as close to horizon line, kind of this. And what is built, if we look in the rooftops of these buildings, right, there look, he draws these rooftops here, they look so narrow. So it's like, if we put box over this ellipse, so it might be, we can see this rooftop as ellipse, and this ellipse is very narrow, you see, so far from horizon line, but so narrow here. Okay, I have other idea. Okay, anyway, so one thing is kind of, it doesn't fit to this horizon line, right? Because according to this ellipse, okay, it should be like, rooftop should be like this here, and this one will be more open like this. But now I understand probably one other option, what it might be. It might be like, no, not possible. Like, again, they just don't match, because this is like this far view here is like a long lens, right? So it's like very far away, so we have like very little perspective here, and still it means horizon line is somewhere here. Horizon line for these buildings on the far view should be, for this building's horizon line should be somewhere here. So it's definitely they're not match. Even if it's like intention here to show is some kind of zoom, like far lens, and these buildings they're very far away, still it's like horizon line for them is at least here, and it's like very different from this one. So make it some drawing here. And I will draw like following this horizon line, which is connected to this one, to show it is different. Butterfly. So, and same again, you see, um, it, all this one and that everywhere is important. It's design of these patterns, of these lines and shapes. Yeah. So you see, I move whole stuff with buildings, I move higher, so it will be around this horizon line. And I can even make some mountain here. And here, wait a second. I forget to change camera. Which camera it was? Ah, my god, whole time I've been drawing the other camera. Okay, so so here is the stuff in these buildings, and you can see it's here. If here it's two different horizon line, one horizon line here above these buildings, and this horizon line is around here. So I put the coordinate to same horizon line. So this kind of rooftops, they're more open and they follow this kind of vanishing points on the horizon line here. It's hard to make streams without assistant. Nobody tell you if some funny mistake. So let's finish. Same thing happened here. So let's draw again all this, which is very quick. So like it's like vanishing point here. So, and also this building, so I will like follow this horizon line. Make it here. Yeah, and this one, for obviously you can see convergence, right? So let's go here. Also, it's like vertical, so it's just vertical here. Then we look at convergence. Horizon line will be somewhere here. What is also kind of important here is horizon line below these two characters. So we're looking at them like ups, from down to up. They're both are they're above our eye level, above viewer eye level, or cameraman. Etc. Just details there. So this one this kind of view I explained in the previous two tutorials. It's about like different layers of ground, and in the previous tutorials it was even more complex. This one more like a pyramid, not so complex like in other images. Show you. And again, you see like here, not much perspective. There is a lot of decisions, like what kind of this like repetition of lines and transition from long to short. So let's show you. So we have vanishing point here. So it's also be horizon line. This will be like a z axis. Just draw some lines. And that's what we have as a vertical. It's like little 3 vanishing point here. So you see always for convergence start with 2 lines just to see what kind of level of convergence we have, and then just draw extra lines. Also, it's like it's very complicated for you. Watch, I have tutorial on perspective where I very concise explain how it works. And so this vertical is y, and for x-axis, there's because it's different directions there, so I will only follow principle. So what is principle for any perspectives? Like same with like with ellipses, like farther from horizon line, like more it's open, or this like a rooftop surface, right? If it's square, like farther from horizon line, it will be, we will see more of a square shape. Right below us is a complete square. So, and same with tilted, like convergent, right? So if we have like z axis, you see like this line convergent to z axis have like farther from horizon line here, it will have like stronger angle. Closer to horizon line, it will be more horizontal. So if it's z, like farther, it will be more stronger until it became like totally perpendicular. And same for x. No matter where is vanishing point, it will follow this principle. Like closer, it will be more horizontal. More close to horizon line, it will be more horizontal, and farther, it will be stronger angle. More, it will get closer to vertical line. And of course, like this vertical line will show us where is vanishing point. So sometimes when we don't need, we don't want to find exact vanishing point for x, or if we don't have only one vanishing point, we have several vanishing points, we might just play with level of verticality, kind of, you know, just with angles. So if I draw something closer to a horizon line, so I will use less angle. If I draw something farther, I will use stronger angle. And I don't know where is vanishing point, but I just need to keep this rule here. So same with works with all these rooftops. Like if I just draw random rooftops, like rotated in different directions, right? So I just make sure like closer to horizon it will be more flat, less angle. And this itself, it will well, often it's enough. So again, this is kind of tricks how to avoid excessive work, like work smarter, not harder. Because for us, we're not designers, we're not draftsmen, we're more, we need to make impact. This is our goal, to create illusion of space, create illusion of a particular area, like being above or below and stuff like that. And like most important for us is make sure everything work according to context, to narrative, to story, or to illustration idea or painting idea. So context idea is more important for us than like sit and drawing with a ruler, you know, everything. So you can try also use this principle sometimes. So, and back to this picture. So again, there's like, you see how beautiful he has this shape. It's like, ooh, here, the sharp, soft. He play with this like angular and curve shapes. So it's just this like outline of this construction itself. It's very cool. You see this. Then like two-dimensionally what I see here, we have like these different areas, different like yeah, let's say area. So one area is here, about here. Other area it's about here. Other group is here. Then we have this kind of facade, and we have this block, like a building block here, right? And then we have this like a garden, and this sink, you see? So it's just flat shapes, and it's organization of this stuff here. So, and then you can break it down to more complex. You can break it down and start to attach it to perspective grid. So like here we have this rooftop. It's following grid, and it's kind of following this principle here. It's not so strong line here. So, and same here, I can like divide it a little bit with this, some kind of walking paths. So, and there inside here, we have this kind of layer of roofs, couple layers of roofs. So this H belong to one layer here, and below this layer we have two more layer of roof is going below, and here we have going above three small roof. So what is important here is, see again, is to follow these directions. So we have this, it's like three-dimensional elements, but I make sure they give this directions and shapes. Same here, we have here some trees. So we have this like a building, right? This block I showed before. So now I break it down, and there is another kind of correlation. It's this kind of waterfall movement here. See? So, and here we keep remembering it's a perspective. Now I snap into perspective. So here we have this array of walls and slanted kind of canopies and roofs. So roof, like a stairs. Again, why you should practice drawing stairs? It's just preparing you for such situation, because it's a stair construction. So again, a rooftop, wall, like little angle, rooftop, wall. So here's this one wall. will make, you see, we have this movement, right? But now I can break it down because in his drawing is more angular. So this curve will give some angles to this curve. So it will be like this, like this, like this, like this. And we have this roof, this surface. It's kind of continuing like a ribbon going here, going here, like this. And same with this one, but it's more narrow. So you see, it's so cool, just design of it. It's like play with this forms and also with abstraction. It's very cool abstraction. So good quality is when you match a flat and three-dimensional. When it's like smart, organized as a flat design, but also it's a clever three-dimensional form. So it's not it's not fuzzy kind of something, you know. It's all should be like developed properly. Like drawing lines itself, this kind of line work, it's another thing. So like you can draw little sloppy lines, they can be like little sketchy and lousy, but what is always important is construction and vision. Like, do you really see construction behind? Like, do you follow logic? Is there any logic, you know, like what kind of building principles behind this illustration, behind this composition? If there is no building principles, then it will be just some fuzzy, lousy, amateurish, another kind of boring stuff, you know. This building principles, these constructions is what make work solid and worth looking at. So here is this file. Same vanishing point here. So this go here. So somewhere outside there's vanishing point. So for this direction, for this one, for this vanishing point. Like this. So it's just this layers. Вот. Так. So you see this one? Here we have this shape. So let's make this transition pattern. We have transition with length of lines. Transition with proportions. greenery here, foliage stuff. So also like practice to see everything is geometry. It's like if we work with 3D, then it's like tubes, boxes, conuses, spheres, and like also ellipses and stuff like this. So you need to break down everything to basic forms and shapes. Okay. It's like a bunch of ellipses for satellites. Trees. very cooler and computer almost explode. Okay, so let's check this one. Oh my god. So this one, again, we need to find horizon line. And it's like, again, a little weird situation with horizon line. Because seems like it should be here. So horizon line is like below these guys. You see? Because they're standing on the ground, and there's this kind of like this far legs and the front legs. They're standing on the flat surface, like this horizon line here or a little lower. So in this picture, horizon line should be here, but what we see is this stairs with this line, which this stairs seems to be curved. So if we look at this building from top, it's some kind of this curved movement, and we can see this curve on the top of building from this angle because horizon line is low, so we can see this curvature. But stairs is flat because horizon line is here on the stairs. So somehow we have like same horizon line here and there, multiply horizon lines. Just another example of some weird perspective, and how much is not important. Nobody notice it, you know. Only if you start to break it down, trying to like see construction beneath, you will see like, wait a second, why is this thing is follow this one horizon line, but this building is definitely is about this horizon line here, and this far plane is number 3 horizon line. Because we see here is some kind of field or lake, and it will be visible only if horizon line is somewhere here, like above this lake. So yes, you have this kind of situation for your consideration. So, and because like here what happened on the front plan, because this low horizon line, stuff, so everything diminishes close to it here. So it's like bigger, smaller, smaller, right? Because horizon line here. Then this overlapping thing happen. We can see hill. You see it's like hill here and some couples walking. and some dude standing here on the hill. And we have another hill here. And then we have some ground on which standing this building. And then I don't know what this, but then it's definitely, again, like I say, it's a flat surface for a lake or a field. And we have this now, we see this forest or park, and far view these buildings open out. And this tall tree there also, you see there, we can see its trunk, which is, if we follow this horizon line, this trunk, they should be here. They cannot be like up there. So again, I assume it's some kind of, I don't know why this happened. That's definitely like not typical perspective. It's perspective with a 3 horizon line at least. Or he just ignore horizon lines here. He ignore idea of using horizon line for construction. So he just make whatever horizon line for each space he want. So in this building here, following this horizon line. And okay, you also explain what is overlap here, what has happened. So if we look from a side, like we have this surface, goes like this, right? If horizon line is here below, so we will not see these bottoms, we will see only hills. So we will see this situation when we see like one top of hill, another top of hill, because this kind of bottom there below our view. See? So if here this horizon line here, so then we cannot see like this bottom between these top hills here. Okay, also show this building. So what happened with this building is like, well, maybe like best to show what happened with construction. It's like 2 ribbons and triangles. So we have here, it's crazy, it's like this little curvilinear perspective for this building, because this x axis is curvilinear here. So, and this side wall we see right now, it's like this. It's like a big triangle here, this slanted surface. And we have same kind of wall here, projected here. Something like this, same, we have this kind of triangle. Like this. And this slanted roof somewhere there, cannot see exactly because it's hidden. So, and then happens this ribbon curve movement, curved ribbon. So from this like bottom plane here, it's moved like this, and it's division here and half. So we have this kind of movement here. Then we have this top points and this triangle, and it also follows this curvilinear kind of diminishing. And then here, okay, so this is like a flat area here. Okay, anyway, in there, here we have this like a elliptical addition kind of. So if we look again from top, it look like this. So here is so this is edge of a wall, and somewhere here we have this curvilinear sink. You see, problem also here with understanding construction of from flat drawing is there's not very clear exactly what is construction there. It's a very complex 3D form, and without seeing it from different angles, it's impossible to see exactly what has happened there. So using this like ribbons and ellipses, it make it possible to draw such building without knowing exact construction. So what happened here? Here we have this ellipse, and then it's going here like this. You see again how beautiful shapes he make. And again it's a ribbon. You see, it's like we have this ribbon goes there and goes here. Then we have smaller go here, and I don't know what happened here, it just vanishes. And then we have this so for such thing you will need to make kind of a rough copy of it like I do now, or reimagine completely what is construction here and make your own construction, your own 3D design, so you will know exactly what form of this building is. So you see there's some lines here. Grass. Oh. Так, then okay, can also erase pencil. So let me know in the comments what you think. What is your opinion about Masamune horizon lines? Is that like is in the purpose or it's some mistake or you just don't care sometimes about them? So and this one and this a lot talk about this in Tsutomu Nihei breakdown. You can find the breakdown with a cylindrical shape. Also, this construction exactly talking, exactly like covered in my breakdown of Tsutomu Nihei blame. Exactly same form. So you can watch there. It's like very long explanation, very short. And again, idea. What is idea with this ellipsis? It's like I said before, it's like narrower, closer to horizon line, further will be more open. So also if we talk about like a bigger ellipses, they became as a perspective grids. So if I take here like a big cylinder, this now this lines, this ellipses, like cuts of this cylinder, they became like perspective grids. You see, we have this kind of because they make this conversion. So here we have this kind of principle. So we have this. So you need to look at to extent of openness of this ellipses. Even if these ellipses are not right, they might be like twisted, distorted, but still every kind of flat form, like like a square or whatever, is just like how we perceive it like more it's flat, it perceived as it's closer to eye level. More it's like open, um, more it perceives like it's below our eye level. So more like flat curves, they look more like close to horizon line. So see, following this course, I can say, okay, they're converging somewhere here, and so horizon line will be between them. So this is how I find horizon line here. And then I can see how can be other ellipses built. So here it works as a perspective grids. Now it's like a curved movement in the space. Instead of using like straight lines or just like slightly linear, here is like totally elliptical lines. So watch Blame tutorial if you want to see more about this. And you see this horizon line? Now it has this straight surface, and I want to make sure it's slightly, but it's convergent towards horizon line. You see, so it should be like at least little convergent towards it. This figures. So again, because I have grid for these curved movements, and now I can like apply different kind of forms to same curvature. So it might be like a different ellipses, but they're following same convergent kind of. And the main idea with them, it's this convergence is about being like one ellipse above, other ellipse below. So here is going closer to horizon line. So I can draw like with any other. I can draw like duplicate same ellipse as many times as I want. Or I can draw smaller ellipse within this big ellipse. Anyway, they will follow same horizon line, kind of, you know. You just need to, for yourself, you just need to know what kind of ellipse you making. Like you're making like smaller version within this, or it's same ellipse, just repeated. Anyway, again, it's like if you will do this tutorial with Tom Nihei breakdown I did, and it just sometimes from time to time you practice drawing this basic stuff in perspective, like stairs, tubes, pipes. You will just build strong foundation to perceive these forms in space. It will not like it will be not hard for you. You just need to practice essential stuff. Throw it again and again, and slowly it will like give you this small breakthrough every time. You cannot learn it just by watching, or you cannot understand it from a first encounter, kind of, you know. It's just like you cannot read whole perspective book like and think like now you got it all. No, you will really got it when you repeat practice. And because when you got it, you're fluent at it. You can you start to play with it. It's just start to make us like variations with this, you know, like a jazz. You feel matter of this thing, and you can twist it, and you can see like level of freedom it have. So you know how to twist it to where is a limit. So if you twist it farther, it will break. So you can twist it to limit. And there is a lot of parameters in perspective like this. A lot of parameters you can twist and exaggerate. And when you do it like all together, all these different parameters, it start to look interesting. But you need to know where is this kind of breaking point, so you can get close but not cross it. So like practice like most essential basic stuff. It's just like you redraw again and again this kind of usual exercises in your favorite perspective book until a moment like it's really you can wake up in the night, you know, like people say you can wake up in the night and just like draw it without hesitation, kind of. And then you will slowly see how it improve your actual drawing process. Because if you when you like every time you start to learning, when you working, like when you creating your actual work, it will every time it will slow down your process. So you need to now like stop your creative process to go in learning and practice. So it's better to separate it and spend a lot of time for practice regular, sometimes, you know, aside from your work. So your work will more actually you will have more joy with your creative work this way. Because again, if you not separate practice of technique from creative process, you can kind of stuck in the wrong concept of creative process. Because creative process is not about make it right. It's not about make it right. It's about make it like interesting and impactful, right? And if you're like struggle, you don't you see you make it wrong, and you want to make it better, want to make it right during your creative work, it will kind of frustrated in every point kind of this work. But if you practice before and now you know like it's not super difficult for you. You already how to say, you know subject already. You know this kind of situation. You know how to draw this kind of situation. So it's not intimidating anymore, and you kind of more focus on the creative side. And again, like I say, you can even like break some rules, being lousy in some points of it, because like no, like how I usually draw, like when I need to draw some stuff, you always see mistakes. It's always something wrong, some mistakes there. And if I don't have this feeling of freedom, like how far I can break rules, I will just suffer because I will see like everything is wrong. But because I see this limit, I know where is not big deal. So I just say like, okay, here I can break rules, nobody will notice. Like this kind of stuff. Okay, here we have some face. It's like with drawing folds, for example. If you practice how to draw folds, how to draw close, you practice with this, so you feel like more kind of your you like you know subject, you're confident with this, and then when you draw people on your illustration, draws are people with different kind of clothes, with this folds of stuff, you will just more confident. It will be less stress. Instead, you know, when you didn't practice, you don't improve on the close drawing, the drawing folds, and you will just struggle. Like, you will like take all these books, watch tutorial during drawing your illustration, like how to draw this freaking folds. Okay, and here another one, and again interesting confusion happen here. It's because you see, dun, 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 so it's like again two pages being connected in Photoshop. So we see this kind of break, kind of seam, and because first of all I noticed, you see, is three vanishing point perspective. This vertical building actually not vertical but little like convergent, looking downwards. But on the left part here it's totally vertical. It's perfect vertical lines. So I think why is happened in the same picture? But then I find this image where it's two different pictures, they separated. So it's making now sense, because here is three vanishing point perspective on this one, and here is just two straight vertical lines. So whatever is actually there, but definitely is some problem with scanning and photoshopping. So again, need to know this thing when you study other artist work. Yeah. So, and again, this kind of stuff explained a couple times in the previous tutorials. Let's see. We'll just make vertical lines. Vertical. And here will be horizontal line somewhere here. And first of all, we see, of course, this strong convergence with these straight lines. Something like this. Or maybe even lower horizon line. Here will be vanishing point for this thing. So it's like a slanted surface. Let's see. Like it's smaller, shorter than half ellipse. So if I have ellipse like this, I think it's kind of this part was like this, little less than half. So I see we have this major axis to no direction, like slanted angle. Yeah, oh, there's very strong perspective here. So its center axis is closer here. So we will have it's like strong convergence here. Clouds. Center line. This. So again, it's like curves in perspective. They're kind of always very interesting shapes. And this kind of corner here, this edge, is it should be like another bunch of ellipses like this. If we like look to other angles and other illustrations. But again, most important principle here is this, all these elliptical lines, as curved lines, they became flatter when we go closer to horizon line. And same building here, because it's far, now is absolutely flat. It's just like freehand drawing without any perspective. Also this kind of cloud here, this perspective curve is just not very accurate. It's little random. So here we see like all this stuff close to this building have same vanishing point here. Some will follow other perspective. Stuff here. Anyway, here is like this have a little different layers. Again, like on the previous tutorial about Masamune Shirow, I did these 2 video breakdowns where I explain like a lot about how to manage these layers in perspective. And you see again how he play with different proportions, like some big buildings and between them many small buildings. Organize them as abstraction, play with rhythms. So also it's not less important than perspective grids, because if stuff doesn't rhyme kind of, then it's feel like alien, not connected to other elements. So make sure you train this skill together with perspective. And the best way to train it is to copy and be more like try really see all these particular aspects in your favorite artist work to see how he makes this, what kind of patterns he make, what kind of composition he do, how he organizes the stuff. So I understand a lot of things by studying other artists. Not in a book, nobody tell me, just copy, look clearly inside and try to see how they done it. Because if you look without drawing, you lost a lot of nuances. You need to draw your favorite artists. just at least it will be like at least it's just kind of improve your vision, like make you clearer to see their work. So even if you just want to do it for a hobby, still kind of it's interesting thing to do. Just copy your favorite artist to see more, to see his work from new angle. Okay, so I think for today it's enough. Like my brain already little numb, needs to make a break. So write your comments and questions, requests, like push likes and share. More likes, more requests, and faster I will make next one more Masamune Shirow breakdown. This is so far today. See you next time.